Good morning, beautiful souls, and happy Thursday to you all. I am jumping on to do a quick video because I've felt a massive energetic shift happen over the last 24 to 48 hours. And based off the readings and the channelings that I've been giving to my private clients, I thought it'd be a really good time to sort of check in with you guys and do a bit of psychic insight and guidance from this moment forth. I usually do these weekly, but for some reason I felt like I felt compelled to jump on and do a quick video today for you all. The main message that's been coming up for everybody, and myself included, I've been feeling this a little bit as well, is a lot of you may be feeling that you're at a bit of a junction in your life. So I don't feel like the energies are stuck or stagnant or anything like that, but I do feel that we are at a junction. We are being asked and inspired to take a look at our lives and to reflect more so on the past 12, 18 months, 2 years, and start making some necessary changes through our choices and decisions through our own free will to start creating and manifesting the life that we desire. To me, that is called deliberate creating. And if you are wanting to be a more deliberate creator and you want to work more with source and be a little bit more spirit-led in your life, please do make sure that you subscribe and like and share this channel, because I am just a channeler for spirit and they will always give us what we feel we need to know. I'm babbling because I feel like I need to get a message out. I do not know what this message is going to be, but I feel like I needed to jump on and give some of you some reassurance right now, especially if you're not in a position to get a reading or anything like that. But I have sent out an email to everyone that's inquired about having a session with me. So if you are watching this, which I guarantee that you probably are, you may have received that. Please check your spam and junk folders as well. But I offered the 2024 Psychic Insight readings for you as an individual via video message the other day. And I didn't realize until I started actually doing it that the upload speed where I'm staying at the moment, before we get into our new rental, is incredibly slow. So if you still want to book, you're more than welcome to. I just can't guarantee. I can channel the message in like 30, 40 minutes, but it's all down to the upload speed and I can't make that go any faster. So if you're still happy to wait and you're patient and all that sort of stuff, by all means, join the queue. Got me a little listy here, join the queue, but I just can't guarantee you how quickly that will land in your inbox. So I am offering phone and FaceTime readings as well. So if you're happy to record it on your end in any which way you know how, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, when it comes to the actual offer that I offered the other day, I can't predict the upload speed, that's all. So anyway, let's get into this, Let's get into this. I won't be surprised if the same message doesn't come out as it did on Sunday, because the collective message is a collective message. But if you are feeling like you're at a junction in your life and you need a little bit of spirit-led inspiration or motivation or anything like that, that's what I'm intending for this reading to be. So to always take what you need, leave the rest. I am an energy reader, so something in one of the past readings may suit you better, depends on where you are in your timeline. So you feel free to go back and check out some of those as well. But yeah, let's just get into it, Please know that you're not stuck or stagnant right now. You are at a junction in your life, and it is about reconciling, reflecting on your own life, writing down and acknowledging the lessons that you've learned leading up until this point, and make some positive choices and decisions for yourself to help you move forward. Your brain will instantly kick in and go, how am I going to do that? Where do I start? What do I do? All that sort of stuff. That is typical. That's normal. But it's just about making the choice once and for all that you are going to start moving forward with your life by making positive choices and decisions and not settling for less than you deserve. So that's the most powerful choice, the most powerful decision that you can make. And call upon spirit. Spirit will show you where you need to go, where you need to be, who you need to talk to, what you need to do, all that sort of stuff. They'll start placing, Facebook pages or people in the street or opportunities in your path to give you the answers you need. And I just saw 444 on the camera. So anyway, let's stop waffling. Let's get into this. All right, Spirit, can you give us all something that you feel we need to know to help us move forward? just heard a really strange voice and just literally made my heart. Some of you may be having dreams, receiving or hearing stuff, seeing stuff, because I feel like there's a lot of ancestral energy. This is typically called in at this time of year anyway, because being Christmas, if you have lost a loved one, you do go into that sense of mourning or yearning for them or something like that, and that's your way of calling them in. Please know that if you're seeing anything right now, it can be shadows, hearing something, because I literally just heard a voice come to me. That is your loved one. That is your loved one, so please don't doubt that. The cards that jumped out, we did get fork in the road, but like I say, you're not stuck. And if you do have a belief system or an internal dialogue that, God, I take 2 steps forward and I take 3 steps back, address that, because you will keep manifesting more of that belief system in you. Spirit would love for you to replace that with, I'm at a junction in my life and I'm going to have a little bit more fun, being a little bit more playful with this. And instead of trying to work it out, I'm just going to do what feels best for me in every given moment. So mindfulness and being present is going to be very beneficial. We did have time to go. So like I say, some of you are still holding on to old habits, people, places, things, thoughts, anything that's no longer for your highest good. We are merging out of that right now. We're not saying go and quit your day job. We're not saying, dump the current person that you're dating. We're not saying jump into that massive exercise regime or do any drastic change at this point in time. You won't be able to maintain that energy, and you'll probably fall back into old ways over the course of the next week, 2-3 weeks. That's not what it's about. It's about recalibrating. It's about going back within yourself and understanding that you are at a junction in your life, and that the answers that you need are coming. And there are still some elements of external energies that may not be conducive to your highest good right now. And we got here and now. So it is about becoming a little bit more mindful and a little bit more present, and start to love yourself where you are, find peace with where you are, and also find love and peace with where everybody else is at as well. So there is a new doorway opening up here. So please don't worry about that too much. I like to consider it a hallway experience. It's kind of like you've come out of an old chapter or an old door of your old life. You're in the hallway, you can see the new door opening up and you can feel it, taste it, getting very excited about it, but you're banging yourself up in the hallway of it. And that's usually where the impatience and the lack of seeing it and the, one day you may wake up feeling really, really good, and then the next day you wake up feeling really crappy. It's going to be different for everybody, but Spirit really want everyone to follow their logic and follow their wisdom more so. Logic's probably not the right word to use. I probably shouldn't have said that, but it is about learning, taking what you've learned over the last 6, 12, 18 months, 2 years, and to make the adjustments that you need to help you move forward. So we are all giving birth to such wonderful things between now and March. Please go check out the collective reading from Sunday or whenever I did it, because that will give you an overall picture, but I'm just trying to help everybody where they are right now. So we did get breathe. So it is about doing the breath work, coming back to your here and now. Understand that there are some things that you do have control over and some that you don't. And at the end of the day, the only thing you have control over is yourself, and who you hang around and what you choose for yourself and what you put into your body and all that sort of stuff. So use your time wisely. Time is actually on your side. I know a lot of people are trying to rush this energy too much. We are in Mercury retrograde. I think it started yesterday or today. So we are going to come up against some contrasting experiences once again, but Spirit really, really wants you to know, and I'm glad this card jumped out, that 2024 has the potential of you lining yourself up with what's part of your destiny. It's a new timeline shift for many of you, but it's not about what happens to you, it's what you do with it and who you choose to hang around, and what value you put on certain things in your life, and what you're willing to change and start doing the slow, necessary, inspired action steps to achieve what you're wanting to achieve. But you need to know that everything may feel scattered right now, but and you feel like you're at a junction, but it's about finding your own way to line those stars up for yourself. So for me, I'm just lining myself up with the resources that I need. So I've signed up. You probably checked by my story on my Insta and my Facebook story, is that I signed up for 30 days of yoga that starts on January 1st with Adrienne. So I'm not doing it physically yet, but I've got this linear amount of time to prepare myself. So when the time comes, I don't procrastinate, I don't use excuses, and I have my future goal so set in stone that there's nothing in the external world that will be able to influence my energy to get me off my own energetic timeline, so, and away from my goal. That's what we're doing right now, 10-10 on the camera. So please know that you are stepping into a very, very important time in your life. Absolutely. You need to walk away from unwanted things. You need to focus on your own cup. You need to start investing more time and value and resources into yourself, and always follow your intuition here. A lot of people are still releasing. I'm just going to be careful showing the cards, but with the Page of Swords, it's about communicating your needs, using positive internal dialogue within yourself, affirmations, self-scripts, all that sort of stuff. Some of you may need to reach out if you need closure, or you need to find peace with where you are by having uncomfortable conversations with people, just so you know where you stand, or anything like that. Now's a perfect time to do that, regardless of the outcome. It's about you recentering and regrounding yourself. There's going to be a lot of movement next year. There's going to be a lot of travel. There's going to be a lot of moving of houses. A lot of people have fallen into the timeline that's been produced by the external world, that there's a crisis here and there's a war here and there's a this, that, and that. If that's your belief system, then so it is. You are going to probably really struggle next year, and that's not what we want for you. On the other flip side of that, if you actually understand that you are the creator of your own reality, and that when you do attach yourself and become one with spirit and source, which you are a natural I was going to say byproduct of, but you're not. You're an extension of positive source energy. Once you really start tapping into that energy and know that you can be, do, have whatever you set your mind to, that you do have some wonderful opportunities coming in for you next year. So we do have Three of Cups, which is a beautiful, beautiful soul connection. So we're going to have to be very, very careful. We are in Mercury retrograde. So some people that you've been connected to in the past, whether it's family, friends, lovers, relationships, anything like that, there is a potential for reunions to happen during this time. It's going to be dependent on whether people have done the energy work, or whether they've just, you know, realized that they had a good thing and then they lost it and they want it back just so they feel better and all that sort of stuff. People's actions are actually going to speak much louder than their words right now. So you'll have to book in for a private reading with, if not me, anybody else, to see whether your individual circumstances are for you. But you know, but like I say, use your discernment. But I do see the power of reconciliation energy in this energy. But if you are single, ready to mingle, or you have found peace with where you are and all the connections you may have released over the past, you know, 6 to 12 months, because it's for your highest good in that, there is a replacement coming in for that. So this could be really nice friendships, really nice bonds, and it's a sense of newness. And if you go back and watch my previous videos, I'm pretty sure that's what Spirit said too. Overall, that there is a level of newness coming in. So new starts, new beginnings, or new chapters altogether. It's going to be dependent on where you are in your own timeline. But it's a very intuitive time. It's a very spiritual time. If I was in your physical shoes and I don't know much about this, I would start studying it and start researching it and start finding a modality that resonates with you and go from there. I mean, I love shamanism, and I love law of attraction, and I love just energy healing as a whole. So I just put all my focus into that. You know, a lot of people at the moment are getting really creative. They're using their intuitive abilities to create, to paint, to build, to do all different sides. Some people write. You know, if you are a really big writer, go start writing your poetry, start writing, do whatever you need to do. 1414 on the camera. Now's not a time, guys, to get stuck in your head or to use any sort of excuses or for why you're not moving forward, and don't let external influences govern you or tell you that you can't or anything. Don't let anything hold you back right now. We are actually heading into a very powerful time. A lot of people are giving birth to new sources of inspiration here. So what inspires you? If you check out my post yesterday on Facebook and that, I actually reconciled within myself what grief meant to me and the healing journey I went on this year, and how you can actually have grief and joy in your life at the same time simultaneously. And it doesn't have to be one or the other. You can actually live with both. So that's the type of energy. It's about reconciling your experiences and the lessons that you've learned, and just making a pact with yourself to, you know, start using that and create a new future for yourself. A lot of you do have a wonderful either emotional or financial offer coming in for you. They've been saying that for the last few weeks. But if you're not open up to receive it, if you're bogged down on the worries and the concerns and the lack and the injustice of anything, so it is, you're going to manifest more of the same. But if you are kind of waking up and you are experiencing the fact that you want more, start singing the tune of that. We all have the potential of being somewhere very powerful by June next year, should we get moving on this energy. I literally was talking to a friend / client earlier this morning, and I said, I struggle sometimes with big ticket items. It's not that I don't believe that I can have it all or whatever, but it's so possible that I always thought that it'd just be a dream for me. So that's how you may be feeling as well, if that even makes sense. So yeah, there's new offers, new opportunities, and co-creative processes coming in. So this can be in work and business, or this is going to be love. Whatever this is, I feel like whatever this offer or opportunity comes to you as an individual, you're going to be like a deer in the headlights. Yeah, you're going to feel like a fish out of water. You may not even know what to do with it. So if this does happen, feel free to take the lineal time to sit on it, to work on it, and to think about it a little bit more. If you know what you want in the next 6 to 12 months, you'll know whether any offer or opportunity that comes in for you is in alignment with where you know and see yourself going. So if it's not, you can say, no, thank you. I really appreciate the offer, you know, and all that sort of stuff, but it's just not for me. Or this offer, you'll go, hell yeah, that's going to get me closer. And thank you, universe, for showing me evidence that, you know, I am on the right path and I can manifest and I am doing a great job and I'm as aligned as I can be and all that sort of stuff. Thank you. So make sure you don't, you know, sabotage anything with lack of confidence, lack of self-worth, anything like that. Now's a time for self-actualization, self-affirmation, and knowing what you want and the reasons why you want it. I cannot encourage that enough. That's all you need to do right now. We have abundance coming in. We have karmic rewards. It's going to come in threefold here. Spirit are hearing your prayers. They understand what you're asking for. Get out of your own way. Relax a little bit. Come back to your here and now. Do some positive daily practices for yourself, whether it's going for a walk, playing with your pet, doing, you know, affirmative scripts, start journaling, candle, whatever your thing is. If it raises your vibration, that's what you are meant to do right now. 2024, you're going to have so much bloody abundance and joy and that come into your family. If you have been struggling and focusing on the absence of anything, whether this is the birth of a child, because they just told me conception. So if you have been struggling to have a baby or anything like that, it could be the fact that you're, you know, focused so much on the absence of it. So it's about saying that I can be, do have whatever I set my mind to right now. There's going to be such a wonderful shift coming in for families, family dynamics, and emotional satisfaction, emotional peace. Absolutely. We've got the sun here. This is a brand new dawn, a brand new day, a brand new beginning. The sun's going to come out. Absolutely. You need to build your own empire here. And if you struggle with that, you may just have to align with people who are doing it. You're a product of your environment. Don't stop listening to the people that are trying to spread fear and worry and concern and all that sort of stuff. You don't have to be part of that reality. You can come over to our side where our reality is exactly how we create it. And when things don't go right, we're not beating ourselves up. We're not blaming everybody else for our problems or our situations. We are coming together as a collective. We're loving everybody where they are. We are supporting each other unconditionally, without judgment. We are helping each other move forward. That's what communities are all about. So if you are struggling right now, please reach out to a community group, organization, something like that, that does do that in some way. If not, create your own. That's what I'm doing. I'm creating my own. I'm gathering all the people that I trust and believe, and they're beautiful light workers, and they have a really wonderful resource to offer. I'm gathering all my resources right now for a project that I'm working on next year, and you'll see it when it's in action. But at the end of the day, it's about really, really sitting down and saying, this is what I need, and I need to do what I need to do to gather the resources that I need. Once you get into that step and you get excited, you can also say to the universe, bring it on, universe, because I'm ready to receive what I need, because I'll put it in your place as well. Put it in your, yeah, they'll put it in your timeline, but it's up to you to grab it, up to you to say yes, please, or no, thanks. Absolutely. So we got to express your individuality and be yourself. So a lot of you are tapping into your worth, and you're going to present yourself to the world, warts and all. You don't give a rip about what anybody else thinks. No one's perfect. You know what I mean? No one's perfect. No one's got it all together. No one's, you know, it's not like how people present themselves on social media by any means, you know. So do not compare yourself with anyone. And most of all, stop comparing yourself to that old version of you. You're not that person anymore. You've grown, you've expanded. If you're at a junction in your life, it's just that you haven't come into full circle with that, to the fact that you're actually embodying that new version of yourself. So go easy on yourself, please. Go easy on yourself. A lot of you will be taking a holiday or taking a trip, but most of all, I would encourage everybody to tap into the vibration that 2024 is going to be like one big holiday for me. I don't need to set time aside so I can go and relax. I don't need to set time aside so I can actually be with my family. I can balance it all out. But right now, the junction is all about identifying what life means for you, how it feels good, who you're spending it with, what it involves, getting into that beautiful, beautiful mindset and visualization and feeling space of it. And I guarantee you that a lot of you are going to start seeing the byproduct of that. And we also got spiritual teacher. Sorry, still getting out of my walk. So we did get spiritual teacher as well. So if you are someone that can provide a service or uplift anybody in any type of way, please by all means do it in the best way that you know how. It could be just in the community in some way. But if you are wanting to do it as a self-employment or a business or a venture or something like that, get amongst other spiritual teachers, maybe start collaborating and connecting with them in some way. But a lot of you have learnt enough. You've learned enough, you've discovered enough. Stop holding yourself back and get out there and help support others. If you are someone that actually needs and requires the support, 2222 on the camera, needs the support to move forward, you need to reach out. Use your free will, humble yourself a little bit. I didn't get to where I am these days without asking for some level of support, and because you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Do not fear success. Do not fear moving forward. I know it's nice and comfy sometimes in your little feathered nest of predictability and self-imposed protection, but now's not the time. We've got to start letting those walls down bit by bit. How we do that is that we surrender a little bit by bit, have faith and trust in the universe, and start building more healthier boundaries for ourselves. Boundaries aren't you stay out there and I'll stay in here. Boundaries are, this is my worth, this is my moral, this is my value. I'm not asking you to change who you are to fit in with me, but if you do that, then you can expect, you can't expect my focus and my attention. That's just the way it is. But you do it from a loving space, and that's how you set a healthy boundary. And then you got to leave it up to the other people, the other opportunities, the other jobs, whatever it is. It's up to them whether they want to meet you where you are on your new high vibrational level, or whether you're going to let them go and just say, well, I must be lining up with something bigger, better then. Must be lining up with something bigger, better then. So yeah, and then you'll feel so proud of yourself. You really will. You'll feel proud of yourself for not settling for sloppy seconds, for stepping outside your comfort zone. Sometimes, you know, it's not until you do it that you get that pat on the back. A lot of people want the pat on the back and that security and the stability before they make a choice or before something happens. It doesn't work that way. But it's always really amazing, and I love it when people experience something which may not mean much to anybody else, but they bask in it and they go into the glory of it. So gratitude and appreciation for what you have right now is going to go a long way as well. But please, whatever you do, try to get please understand that you're not stuck and you're not stagnant. This Mercury retrograde is going to bring up a lot of crap again for a lot of people. It depends on how self-actualized you are and what you've been focused on and observing and all that sort of stuff. But now's the time to go within. I cannot encourage that enough. And if you go back and watch the other few videos, it's all saying the same thing. So Yeah, all I can recommend is get the support you need and join proactive groups and people that are doing the same thing as you, and start having some honest conversations with people, and don't be afraid to say no, and don't be afraid to say yes to anything that's sort of out of your comfort zone as well. So I hope that little bit of insight helped you in some way. Please know that I am still taking bookings, but please just email me at missokd@outlook.com until I get my own sort of stuff sorted. But yeah, please take the time out, go within, watch some really uplifting videos, go to the library, learn something new, do whatever you can. Just don't fall and go down the rabbit hole if I'm stuck and I'm struggling. You know, it's not a time for that. So anyway, I said you love, there must be money coming, and please voice, because I felt like I want to do sign language, and I don't even know sign language, but I don't know what that meant. Thank you. Who knows? Anyway, I love you all so much. I hope that helped. And yeah, feel free to leave me a comment down below if you need any help. All right, see you guys. Bye.